We're going to go ahead and get started if that's all right. Might as well be as timely as we can here. Welcome to the Town of Barnstable's formal site plan review. My name is Brian Florence, and I'll be the chair for this meeting. Today's date is March 20th, 2025. This meeting's site plan review is being recorded and broadcast on the Town of Barnstable's Government Access Channel in accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 20. I must inquire whether anyone else is recording this meeting, and if so, to please make your presence known. Seeing none. Meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Town of Barnstable zoning ordinance, section 240-24.1.2B4, which requires that the building commissioner at a public meeting shall, sorry, my phone was ringing there. Uh, that I need to allow the public to speak here on this issue, if anybody would like to speak. So that's what we're doing here. The purpose of site plan review is to ensure that the site for a proposed development is in compliance with local, state, and federal regulations before a project is submitted for permitting. That brings all the town's regulatory agencies together in one place, so you don't have to go from department to department in order to try to understand what's required in order to obtain a permit. While we may, as a courtesy, provide insight into other regulations that apply to your project during the permitting process, this process should not be construed to be an approval of activities regulated elsewhere, such as in the building codes, historic districts licensing, etc. The way this process works, we'll read your case into the record. You, as the applicant, will then have an opportunity to give a brief presentation. From there, I'll ask for staff comment and questions. Once staff has completed their portion of the meeting, I'll open the floor to the public for comment. Please raise your hand or indicate through Zoom that you want to be heard. It would be helpful if you could mute your microphone until it's your turn to speak, and that you state your name before speaking. If you need to share your plans, we've made arrangements for you to do so. If you don't know how to do that, just let us know. We'll try to help you. So with that said, that is our housekeeping items. Maggie, would you like to read our first case into the record?
Yes, our first and only case today is an agenda item with public comment for site plan review 24-74 for Crocker Street Holdings LLC, represented by, I think it's Craig Ferrari today and Jake Dewey, for 24 and 30 Crocker Street in Hyannis, map parcel 328187. The zoning is downtown village as well as the WP overlay. The applicant is proposing the construction of 4 duplexes totaling 16 bedrooms, existing structures to remain. Thank you.
All right, and who would like to start the presentation?
All right, so Craig Ferrari with Down Cape Engineering here. Hopefully everybody can see
We can.
the screen there. So that's the site plan. So I'll try and keep this brief, really very minor changes from the informal site plan review. We've got the development of 4 proposed duplex units on an existing multifamily site down in Hyannis. Just to highlight the minor changes that we've made from the last time. Per Hans' comments, we've modified the water lines to hopefully appease all of those minor edits just for separation and water meter pits. We've added a sewer manhole down at the property line at the driveway entrance there. Some very minor sewer wise. We did a groundwater elevation showing plenty of separation from the bottom of the drainage to the high groundwater table. And I think that's about it for changes from last time. So with that, I will turn it over to any comments. Oh, you're muted there, Brian.
Great, thank you. Thank you. Do you think the project requires any zoning relief, or is presented as an as-of-right project?
I believe we're presenting this as an as-of-right project.
Great, thank you. Can you drop your screen share?
Sure.
Great, thank you. I'll bring it back to staff. Maggie, have we received any correspondence on this matter?
I have not received any correspondence on this.
Great, thank you. DPW engineering, please.
Excuse me. Good morning, Matt Rubble, DPW Engineering. Just a couple of minor comments to carry over from informal site plan review. The project will require a sewer modification permit prior to the commencement of construction. As part of filing for a sewer modification permit, a pre-treatment survey questionnaire will need to be filed with the Water Pollution Control Facility. Contact information from Kevin Follett from their department is posted to OpenGov. Any tree removals or plantings within the public right of way will need to be coordinated with the DPW tree warden. Any address changes will need to be coordinated with the Hyannis Fire Department and DPW Engineering. And then any work within town-owned right of ways will require a road opening and trench permit. And if there's any need for road closures, traffic management plan will need to be submitted to DPW for approval prior to implementation. No further comments at this time.
Great, thank you. Building Division, please.
Thank you, Brian. Jeff Carter, Building Division. We just have a couple quick notes here. We're going to be looking for building permits for each individual structure, and any signage, exterior signage will require a sign permit through the Building Division as well. And that's all we have. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Hyannis Fire.
Hyannis Fire, Lieutenant Shropshire. Spoke with Captain Landman. He's unavailable today. And we don't have anything further to add. We can work it all through permitting. Just one caution, if you put some trees at the street edge there for our swept path analysis with the ladder truck. But thanks and look forward to it.
Thank you. Public Health.
Thank you, Brian. David Stanton with Public Health. The only comment we have is if it's rented, they will need to register the rental units with the Health Division. Thank you.
Thank you. And Kyle.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Our only comment on this one is that a certified landscape plan will be required prior to the issuance of a building permit.
Okay, any final comments from your group, Mr. Dewey or Mr. Ferrari?
I don't think so. Yeah, that was the hope in the discussion with Jim was that we could get the certified landscape plan before permitting. Between this time and permitting, we'd work on it. Just originally, we didn't think we were gonna have to go to formal, so we didn't pull that together. And then just for the record, we did notify all the abutters that's required.
Thank you. And I don't see any public here, but just for the record, does anybody from the public like to speak? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the staff. Anybody see any reason why this can't move forward to permitting? Seeing none, I find that this matter is approvable and may proceed to permitting. Thank you both, Mr. Ferrari, Mr. Dewey. And thank you, staff, for your time and attention to site plan review. That concludes our version of site plan review today.